All right, I think we are live right now. Good evening, everyone. It's Roger Collia, Music Director of Orchestra Santa Monica, and if you can hear me and see me, please leave a message in the chat. Thumbs up or a clap would be great. But welcome to OSM's Classical Music Trivia Night. This is the first trivia night we have done as an organization, so it's going to be a fun night, and I hope you're ready to play some musical trivia. Let me just double check to see if the chat is going and working. I'm just going to say, hey, everyone. And hopefully you see that. But everyone, okay, so I think we have 7 people watching right now. So first off, I hope everyone is doing well. I am speaking to you from my apartment in Long Beach, California. And I miss making music with everyone. I really miss our wonderful audiences and the live concert experience. And I know this is only temporary and that we will hopefully be back sooner than later. I want to thanks Damien. See, as you can see, we have Damien joining us with his dogs in the photo, who we just met on Zoom. Thanks, Damien. I hope everyone is doing well, though, and we miss our audiences, and I would like to thank Julie, Cindy, and Helen for making this trivia night possible. They have been so instrumental in making this happen, and it's just been a really delightful process. And again, I'm looking forward to tonight. So I hope that you can see me both on Facebook and YouTube. We're also on YouTube Live on our YouTube page, Orchestra Santa Monica. And if not, I just want to share the rules now with you, but hopefully all the different platforms are working. So the recommended setup for trivia night, everyone, is that you play either on your computer or your laptop in order to have enough screen space to display both the game and the scorecard. Or you can join on your iPad or tablet and use a cell phone to answer questions on the scorecard. So again, 2 ways to join the game. Join via OSM's Facebook page or join via our YouTube page, which is also Orchestra Santa Monica. Now, to submit your answers, everyone, you should have a round 1 SurveyMonkey link, which is a scorecard. There's also a round 2 SurveyMonkey link, which is the round 2 scorecard. So there are 2 rounds. So let me just welcome everyone again. Now we have 16 people. All right. Kathy is here. We miss you too, Kathy. Aw. Rachel's here. Damien. Thomas. Hey, Thomas. Great to see you. Thomas has been joining my watch parties for the past couple of weeks. Great to have you here, Thomas. So let me run the format by everyone. And here are the rules. Basically, don't list your answers in the live chat, whatever you do. Please use your scorecard when answering each question. The other thing is don't use Google. There's an honor code now, so no Googling your answers, so no cheating. There will be 2 rounds with 1 scorecard for round 1 and another scorecard for round 2. I will read each question out loud, and the answers are in multiple choice format. And you could probably tell from the scorecards that there are 3 possible answers. Once I go through each question once, I'll quickly review them just in case people join in late or didn't hear it clearly the first time, and so that you could check your answers as well. So after round 1 is complete, players will submit their round 1 answer card. You will need to click done on the SurveyMonkey card. After a few minutes of processing the results, I am going to announce the halftime leaders. And then after that, we'll continue with round 2 in a similar fashion. After round 2 scorecards are submitted, we will total the round 1 and 2 points for each player and announce the winners. We will announce actually 1 winner, and if there is a tie, we'll have a tiebreaker question with those involved submitting their answer through a live chat, which is what you are using right now to speak with me. So round 1, everybody, is, well, first off, take time to get your round one scorecard. There should be a SurveyMonkey link above the post, above the screen. And also there should be one, I think, either on the website, but it should be on the Facebook page listed above the screen. So you're going to want to open that right now. And then what you're going to need to do is, the first question is not actually a question. The first question is entering your team name. It could be your name, a tag name, or a team name, but try to make it unique. I'll Be Bach, Too Hot to Handle, some of my favorites. You don't actually have to be part of a team. Rather, you can be a one-person team. And again, come up with a creative and fun name. And another thing, please be sure to use this same name later on in round two. We don't want to have two different teams for the same person. So, is everyone ready? Let's see the comments real quick. Good luck, everyone. Dave, good luck, my friend. And here, Christine just left. Here's the scorecard for round one. Thank you, Christine. And Elizabeth from Evansville is joining us. Our principal oboe. Welcome, Elizabeth. And here we go, everyone. So this is going to be round number one. So question one is enter your name, your screen name. So this is going to be question number 2. Yeah, I think everyone can handle that part. So the first category is classical movie music. So this is actually question number 2 on the SurveyMonkey. Which famous symphony is heard at the end of the 2010 film The King's Speech when King George VI is addressing the nation? Is it A, Mahler's Symphony No. 2, B, Beethoven's Symphony No. 7, or C, Mozart's Symphony No. 40? Again, which famous symphony is heard at the end of the 2010 film The King's Speech when King George VI is addressing the nation? Remember, don't leave any answers in the chat. Is it A, Mahler's Second Symphony, B, Beethoven's Seventh Symphony, or C, Mozart's 40th Symphony? That was question number 2. Okay, here we go. Question number 3. Woody Allen's 1979 film Manhattan opens with this famous work by which American composer? Is it A, Quiet City by Aaron Copland, B, Divertimento by Leonard Bernstein, or C, Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin? Again, Woody Allen's 1979 film Manhattan opens with this famous work by which American composer? A, Quiet City by Aaron Copland, B, Divertimento by Leonard Bernstein, or C, Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin. 3 fantastic pieces that I absolutely adore. Question number 4. This is a fun one. To which famous work does the famous pig Babe celebrate his success in the 1995 film Babe? Is it A, Saint-Saëns Organ Symphony, B, Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony, or C, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony? Again, to which famous work does the famous pig Babe celebrate his success in the 1995 film Babe? Is it A, Saint-Saëns Organ Symphony, B, Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony, or C, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony? And here we go with question number 5, everyone. Which John Williams score did not win an Oscar? Is it A, Superman, B, Star Wars, or C, Jaws? This is a tough one. Again, which John Williams score did not win an Oscar? Is it A, Superman, B, Star Wars, or C, Jaws? We recently did a virtual family concert with Pacific Symphony. It was an all John Williams program, and it's on their website. I hosted the event, and Pacific Symphony played some of John Williams' most famous film scores. We had footage from previous years. It was a really fun way to connect with the community and different families. So if we have any John Williams fans out there, which I imagine we do, check out Pacific Symphony's virtual family concert, especially if you have young kids or if you just enjoy the music. I think you would really enjoy it. It was so much fun to put together. that concert. And John Williams actually makes an appearance. He answers a few of my questions. So he is just such a delightful person and a wonderful musician. How many of our musicians have worked with John Williams? I'm sure there are a few of you. If you have, feel free to comment in the chat, because again, he's just an amazing human being. Okay, so we're still in round one, everybody, but we're going to a new category now: famous conductors and composers. So this is question number 6 in famous conductors and composers. Oh, my mom joined. Hey, Mom. There she is. My mom is joining us from Manhasset, New York right now. Thanks for joining, Mom. Here we go. Question number 6. In addition to composing, this person served as the music director of the Vienna State Opera from 1897 to 1907 and the New York Philharmonic from 1908 to 1909. Is it A, Tchaikovsky, B, Mahler, or C, Dvorak? In addition to composing, this person served as the music director of the Vienna State Opera from 1897 to 1907 and the New York Philharmonic from 1908 to 1909. Is it A, Tchaikovsky, B, Mahler, or C, Dvorak? And that is question number 6. Question number 7. The famous composer Richard Strauss published a list in 1922 titled The 10 Golden Rules for Young Conductors. Which one of these rules is not on the list? Is it A, never wear any sort of jewelry when conducting? It will only serve as a distraction to the musicians. B, don't perspire while conducting. Only the audience should get warm. Or C, never look encouragingly at the brass, except with a quick glance to give an important cue. So I've been guilty of all of these, unfortunately. I'm a brass player, so the C is okay with me. Question number 7. The famous composer-conductor Richard Strauss published a list in 1922 titled The 10 Golden Rules for Young Conductors. Which one of these rules is not on the list? Is it A, never wear any sort of jewelry when conducting? It will only serve as a distraction to the musicians. B, don't perspire while conducting. Only the audience should get warm. Or C, never look encouragingly at the brass, except with a quick glance to give an important cue. All very important rules, I must say. Although if we have any brass players watching right now, I rarely give the hand. I think you could agree with that. I love a big brass sound. So question number 8. The composers Adam Schoenberg, Osvaldo Golijov, and Jennifer Higdon are part of this well-known group of contemporary classical music composers. Is it A, the Atlanta School of Composers, B, the Mighty Five, or C, the American Five? Again, the composers Adam Schoenberg, Osvaldo Golijov, and Jennifer Higdon are part of this well-known group of contemporary classical music composers. Is it A, the Atlanta School of Composers, B, the Mighty Five, or C, the American Five? We were set to do Adam Schoenberg's work on what was supposed to be our last concert this past March. His piece Go, which is a fantastic up-tempo piece with a lot of energy. It depicts the Kentucky horse races, and we had a really fun time rehearsing that work, and I hope to be able to do it next year with OSM. So check out Adam Schoenberg if you haven't. All 3 of these composers are really fantastic, but I'm glad that we're able to promote Adam, especially since he lives here in LA. Question number 9, everyone, is a visual question. So I'm going to share my screen right now. This composer-conductor tragically passed away from gangrene due to a conducting accident. Is it A, Rameau, B, Handel, or C, Lully? Let me share my screen right now with you. Uh-oh, where is it? Hold on one sec. There it is. Can you see that? This composer-conductor tragically passed away from gangrene due to a conducting accident. Is this person A, Rameau, B, Handel, or C, Lully? And there he is. Look at that wig he is wearing. A little jealous. I don't have that. I don't have that hairdo. I don't think I could pull that off. But back then, you know, they all had those beautiful wigs. Okay, so everybody, let's review our round one questions quickly. For those of you who are joining us late, I just want to quickly read through them while Cindy tabulates and adds up all of our round one scores. We have just finished up round one, so take this time to look over your answers before submitting them. Real quick, let me quickly read through these. And this is question number 2. Which famous symphony is heard at the end of the 2010 film The King's Speech when King George VI is addressing the nation? Is it A, Mahler Symphony No. 2, B, Beethoven Symphony No. 7, or C, Mozart Symphony No. 40? Question number 3. Woody Allen's 1979 film Manhattan opens with this famous work by which American composer? A, Quiet City by Copland, B, Divertimento by Leonard Bernstein, or C, Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin? Question number 4. To which famous work does the famous pig Babe celebrate his success in the 1995 film Babe? A, Saint-Saëns Organ Symphony, B, Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony, or C, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony? Question number 5. Which John Williams score did not win an Oscar? Is it A, Superman, B, Star Wars, or C, Jaws? And now we're at our next category, which is famous conductors and composers. This is question number 6. In addition to composing, this person served as the music director of the Vienna State Opera from 1897 to 1907 and the New York Philharmonic from 1908 to 1909. Is it A, Tchaikovsky, B, Mahler, or C, Dvorak? Question number 7. The famous composer-conductor Richard Strauss published a list in 1922 titled The 10 Golden Rules for Young Conductors. Which one of these rules is not on the list? Is it A, never wear any sort of jewelry when conducting? It will only serve as a distraction to the musicians. B, don't perspire while conducting. Only the audience should get warm. Or C, never look encouragingly at the brass except with a quick glance to give an important cue. Question number 8. The composers Adam Schoenberg, Osvaldo Golijov, and Jennifer Higdon are part of this well-known group of contemporary classical music composers. Is it A, the Atlanta School of Composers, B, the Mighty Five, or C, the American Five? And finally, question number 9, which was a visual. This composer-conductor tragically passed away from gangrene due to a conducting accident. Is it A, Rameau, B, Handel, or C, Lully? And here is that person. Great. So at this point, everyone, it would be great for you to double check your answers. And when you've reviewed your answers and when you're happy with them, please press the done button to submit. At the bottom of the scorecard, you will see the words done, the word done. So it should be there. And while you're doing that, I would love to do a halftime break where we play a few drop the needles, meaning I will play a short audio excerpt, and I would encourage you, if you know the answer, to leave it in the chat box, the composer and the piece. And if there's a movement, feel free to also give the movement. So this is just a fun way while Cindy is taking time to add up all of the scores, which we will read then after they are all submitted and added up. So here we go, everyone. This is going to be our drop the needle portion while we're tabulating our halftime scores. So feel free to leave the answer in the chat box. Here we go. Anyone? Did anyone get that? That was 15 seconds. So I don't want to give too much away. I'll start it one more time. Elizabeth Robertson, Ravel Daphne or Daphnis. No, it is not, but it is very close. Very close. You have the right nationality, the composer. Anyone else? Think Impressionism, everyone. No, not Ravel Daphnis. No. Very close though, Damien. Damien said Ravel, Daphnis, and Chloe. It sounds a lot like it, but this is not the piece. I didn't think so. Is it Debussy? Yes, Elizabeth, it's Debussy. Do you guys know what piece it is? La musique sur la mer, not La Mer. No. Debussy, La Mer, also Damien. No, one last time I'm going to play it for you. Maybe this isn't the most famous part of the piece, but I'm sure you've heard of it. Yes. Elizabeth got it. The Afternoon of a Faun. It's that middle section where the entire orchestra, especially the strings, are playing that lush, beautiful melody. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Here we go. This is the second one.
Can you see YouTube comments?
I cannot see YouTube comments. No. Let me double check. 1 second. View on YouTube. Can I do both at the same time? I don't want to. The second one. Oh, there's a delay. Yeah, I apologize. If you're leaving comments on YouTube, I can only see the Facebook comments right now. There's a delay on YouTube, unfortunately. So I could see, though, the Facebook comments. Oh, Carolyn knew it. Carolyn, congratulations. If someone on YouTube can follow along and let me know, that would be great. And there it is. I do see it. Now I have the YouTube page open. The only thing is there's a slight delay between the YouTube page and the Facebook page. That's the only thing, but I will keep my YouTube tab open and available. We have another one while Cindy is still tabulating all of the scores. Here is our second Drop the Needle. Anyone? Julie, thank you for following on Facebook or YouTube. I'll play that one last time. It's a quick one. This is our second Drop the Needle. Anyone? Yes, Damien Montano. Mendelssohn, Fourth Movement Italian is correct. That is absolutely correct. And let's see, do we have any? Michael Emery said Mendelssohn Italian on YouTube. So Damien and Michael and Carolyn as well. Carolyn got it too. Julie knew Mendelssohn Fourth. Okay, so that one was maybe a little bit easier than the Debussy one. Another great work there. Yep. Mendelssohn Fourth, says Julie. And Damien, you got that one first. Or was it Michael? I think Michael did. Now the YouTube comments are showing up, so we are good now. Now I see both of them, so I think we're set. So again, these are just for fun, guys. These aren't meant to be bonus points unless we have a tiebreaker at the very end. We will do a Drop the Needle. So for now, these are just for fun. Congrats, Damien. In the movie Breaking Away. That's right. And as someone who went to IU and lived in Bloomington for a number of years, I know all about Breaking Away. It's so popular there in Bloomington with everyone who lives there. Okay, so now we're going to read the halftime scores and our leaders. Here we go. Cindy, you've commented. Let me read these. Okay, so this is what we get. See the names and scores in ascending order. So the Robertson family has 6 points. Actually, there are a few other ones. Let me start that again. Hayden, parentheses, hiding in the hills, has 7 points. Larry K has 7 points. The Robertson family has 6 points. Team Tenor Clef has 5 points. Mozart's Magic Moments has 4 points. Outrageously Sad Monkey has 3 points. So right now we have a total of 6 teams, which is great. So Cindy, I think we have everyone. Kathy Del Russo, can you see mine? I think she's referring to the score, the Survey Monkey. Catherine, what is your team name? Just did I not read it? I just want to make sure we have everyone covered. So again, the messages I've received, we have Hayden hiding in the hills with 7 points and Larry K with 7 points. They are the team leaders right now. There's a tie for first. The Robertson family with 6 points. Team Tenor Clef with 5 points. Mozart's Magic Moments for 4 points. Outrageously Sad Monkey with 3 points. Great. Guys, you don't disappoint with these titles and names. I am very impressed right now. Really, really great. Wait, Michael Emery and Kathy, Marie Antoinette and Emerini. Did you not submit those? Cindy, can we... Let's double check. Did you guys submit those? Did you submit your responses through SurveyMonkey? Just before we move on. While we're waiting, we could do another drop the needle. Let's do another drop the needle. Here we go. Anyone for drop the needle? Let's do it one more time. Cindy said she did get the responses. She has to refresh the page. So I'll reread it one more time. Here we go. We have Damien again with the first one to submit his answer, and it is correct. The Shostakovich Cello Concerto, which OSM did last year with Eric Byers, and I'm looking forward to doing the piece with Eric in Evansville in hopefully in October. Daphne, hey Daphne, Shostakovich. Steve Bandel, Shostakovich Cello Concerto, yes. Elizabeth, you will know when we play it in October, Elizabeth. You will know. Catherine Del Russo, Shostakovich Piano. No, it's the Cello Concerto. But you corrected it. Yes, you did. And Carolyn, who is a wonderful cellist, the Shostakovich Cello Concerto #1. Shostakovich Cello Concerto #2. Nope, Julie, it's the first. Still the first. And Kathy said cello. Hey, Daphne. Miss you. So, Michael, Stephanie, we are waiting for the updated scores with your numbers. While we're waiting, we may just just waiting on Cindy to give me the answers. So we'll do one more drop the needle because then I only have one left. I didn't think it would take so long, but I could always go on YouTube and add a few more. Let's do another drop the needle while we're waiting for Michael's and Kathy's answers. One more time. Anyone? Anyone for Drop the Needle? Yes, I think Rebecca, I think she did. Cindy did get it. I'm getting the text right now with the new names who recently submitted their answers. So Chabrier, Elizabeth here asked Chabrier España. Sounds like it, very close, but no, it is not Chabrier España. I will tell you that it is part of a suite, a 3-movement suite, and it was originally a ballet. Catherine Del Russo, Carmen, no, it is not Carmen, but it is with a big orchestra like Carmen. One more time. It is Spanish. That's another clue I will give you. So much fun to perform that piece. Anyone else have any idea what piece it is? Damien Faya 3-cornered hat is correct. Congratulations, Damien. That is the correct answer. Carolyn said España. No, but it is Spanish, of course, except it is by a Spaniard with Faya. So now we have all of the scores. Fingers crossed. So now Marie Antoinette with 5 points. Damian Montano with 4 points. Econ Tom with 4 points. Fiddler with 5 points. Emerini with 6 points. And Rachel and Alan Peck with 4 points. So the leaders right now with 7 points are Larry Cohorn, and Hayden, parentheses, hiding in the hills. Love it. So right now, it's a close game, everyone. It is a very close game, and let's keep it going. So Cindy has confirmed we have just read all of the scores. So this is going to be round 2. So right now, I encourage everyone to start round 2 by loading your round 2 scorecard. And now what you need to do is, just like round 1, enter your name, your screen name, or your team name, and please enter the same name that you used for round 1. So here we go. Is everyone ready? This is our round 2, our first category, classical and beyond. This is a really fun category. It's going to be a variety of music. Question 2. The San Francisco Symphony and London Symphony performed with and recorded a 1999 album with this rock band. Is it A, Radiohead, B, The Who, or C, Metallica? Again, the San Francisco Symphony and London Symphony performed with and recorded a 1999 album with this rock band. Is it A, Radiohead, B, The Who, or C, Metallica? Three great bands, by the way. I've seen 2 of the 3 live. I still have not seen Radiohead live, and Radiohead to this day is one of my favorite bands. So I hope to see them in the future. Question number 3. Indian sitar player and composer Anushka Shankar is the daughter of Ravi Shankar. Her half-sister is A, Norah Jones, B, Alanis Morissette, or C, Diana Krall. Indian sitar player and composer Anushka Shankar is the daughter of Ravi Shankar. Her half-sister is A, Norah Jones, B, Alanis Morissette, or C, Diana Krall. So, question number 4 is an audio question, everyone. Question number 4. Jazz guitarist Pat Metheny recorded this famous work heard here by which of these composers? Is it A, Philip Glass, B, Steve Reich, or C, Terry Riley? And this is what it sounds like. thing. That really grooves. I love it. Jazz guitarist Pat Metheny recorded this famous work heard here by which of these composers? A. Philip Glass, B. Steve Reich, or C. Terry Riley. I will play it for you one more time. I just posted the link. There was a question about scorecards, so you need to go to that link for the round 2 scorecard. And if you, for some reason, don't know where to find it, I just posted it here, but it's also, I believe, in the post itself. So that is where the round 2 scorecard is located and accessible. Okay, question number 5. Which well-known musical was a reworking of Puccini's Madame Butterfly? Is it A, Rent, B, Wicked, or C, Miss Saigon? Again, which well-known musical was a reworking of Puccini's Madame Butterfly? Is it A, Rent, B, Wicked, or C, Miss Saigon? And that concludes the halfway point of round 2. We will now have another category of round 2, which is classical canon. Question number 6. 2020 is the 250th anniversary of the birth of which of these composers? Is it A, Brahms, B, Beethoven, or C, Mendelssohn? Again, 2020 is the 250th anniversary of the birth of which of these composers? Is it A, Brahms, B, Beethoven, or C, Mendelssohn? Okay. Where are we? Here we go. Question number 7. Oh, did I label these incorrectly? Question number 7. One sec. My answers are mixed up right now. Here we go. According to a 2018 survey of the most frequently performed composers, which composer did not appear on this list? Is it A, Rachmaninoff, B, Bernstein, or C, Mozart? According to a 2018 survey of the most frequently performed composers, which composer did not appear on this list? Is it A, Rachmaninoff, B, Bernstein, or C, Mozart? Question number 8. The great conductor Leonard Bernstein passed away in 1990, and he conducted this work at the Tanglewood Music Festival right before his death. Is it A, Mahler's Second Symphony, B, Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring, or C, Beethoven's Seventh Symphony? Again, the great conductor Leonard Bernstein passed away in 1990, and he conducted this work at the Tanglewood Music Festival right before his death. Is it A, Mahler's Second Symphony, B, Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring, or C, Beethoven's Seventh Symphony? And finally, we have another audio question. This is question number 9. The music you are about to hear is from which planet of Gustav Holst's suite, The Planets? Is it A, Mars, B, Jupiter, or C, Neptune? Again, the question is, the music you are about to hear is from which planet of Gustav Holst's suite, The Planets? Is it A, Mars, B, Jupiter, or C, Neptune? Beautiful. And question 10, our last question, is a bonus question. It's worth 2 points, everyone. Joseph Haydn composed 104 symphonies during his lifetime, including his famous London symphonies, which consist of symphonies number 93 to 104. What are the nicknames of the London symphonies? A, Surprise, Military, Clock, Sunrise, London, Miracle. B, London, Tower, Military, Surprise, Clock, Hunt. Or C, Clock, Surprise, Drumroll, London, Military, and Miracle. Again, Joseph Haydn composed 104 symphonies during his lifetime, including his famous London symphonies, which consist of symphonies 93 to 104. What are the nicknames of the London symphonies? Is it A, Surprise, Military, Clock, Sunrise, London, or Miracle? B, London, Tower, Military, Surprise, Clock, Hunt? Or C, Clock, Surprise, Drumroll, London, Military, or Miracle? That was question number 10, worth 2 points. All right, everyone. I hope you're having a good time. That concludes our questions, but what we're going to do now is, first thing, I'm going to review our round 2 questions, so don't submit your answers just yet. Do that in a bit after I review them, and then what I'm going to do is go through every question and give you the correct answers, so you can see how you did. So let me review round 2 questions really quickly. So our round 2 questions began with question number 2. The San Francisco Symphony and London Symphony performed with and recorded a 1999 album with this rock band. Is it A, Radiohead, B, The Who, or C, Metallica? Again, question number 3. Indian sitar player and composer Anushka Shankar is the daughter of Ravi Shankar. Her half-sister is A, Norah Jones, B, Alanis Morissette, or C, Diana Krall. Question number 4 was an audio question. Jazz guitarist Pat Metheny recorded this famous work heard here by which of these composers? A, Philip Glass, B, Steve Reich, or C, Terry Riley? Question number 5. Which well-known musical was a reworking of Puccini's Madame Butterfly? Is it A, Rent, B, Wicked, or C, Miss Saigon? Question number 6. 2020 is the 250th anniversary of the birth of which of these composers? Is it A, Brahms, B, Beethoven, or C, Mendelssohn? Question number 7. According to a 2018 survey of the most frequently composed composers, which composer did not appear on this list? Is it A, Rachmaninoff, B, Bernstein, or C, Mozart? Question number 8. The great conductor Leonard Bernstein passed away in 1990, and he conducted this work at the Tanglewood Music Festival right before his death. Is it A, Mahler's Second Symphony, B, Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring, or C, Beethoven's Seventh Symphony? Question number 9 is an audio question. The music you are about to hear is from which planet of Gustav Holst's suite, The Planets? Is it A, Mars, B, Jupiter, or C, Neptune? And the bonus question, which was question number 10, Joseph Haydn composed 104 symphonies during his lifetime, including his famous London symphonies, which consist of symphonies 93 through 104. What are the nicknames of the London symphonies? And this was worth 2 points. Is it A, Surprise, Military, Clock, Sunrise, London, Miracle? B, London Tower military surprise clock hunt, or C, clock, surprise, drumroll, London military, and miracle? And that concludes our round 2 questions. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, please have a drink. You did it. Cheers, everyone. Have a drink. You survived. And press done to submit your round 2 scorecard. So I could read the answers now and go through each question with the correct answer. So please take the time to do that. And I'll do a few listening drop the needles right now while you are submitting your answers. Check them quickly and click done. Let's do some drop the needles right now. Here is another one of my favorite works. Here we go. This one is through YouTube, by the way. There might be a few advertisements. Makes me want to take a nap. Anyone? Does anyone know what that was? I'll play it one more time. If I could find where it began. Oops. Here we go. Oh, Kathy beat everyone. Oh, Damien, wait a second. You guys, I got these all in like a 5-second span. So I think, who got it first? Let's see. Larry, you got it first because you're a violinist. That's why. Scheherazade. Larry was correct. Elizabeth Robertson, Rimsky-Korsakov, Scheherazade. Bravo. Damien Montano, Scheherazade, Rimsky-Korsakov. Catherine Del Russo, Scheherazade. Steve Bandel, Scheherazade. You guys are good. And Michael, on YouTube, let's see. On YouTube, I don't know why those YouTube comments aren't coming through on my page, but Michael, congratulations, you got it. Good job. Well, you guys were perfect. There were no wrong answers for that one. Let's do another one while Cindy is tabulating all these scores. Let's do another one. And Becky Rodman, Scheherazade, congratulations. Extra points for spelling it right. That's right, especially after a few drinks. That makes it very difficult to do. Let's see. Let's do another drop the needle. Ooh, this is a good one. One more time. Well, let's see how we did, everyone. All right. Oh, Carolyn from the previous question said Scheherazade. I think I displayed that. Oh, here we go. For Copeland, I have Elizabeth as the first person to say it. Copeland, rodeo, whatever you want to call it. I say rodeo. That is correct. That's the hoedown. Catherine Del Russo, rodeo. Great job. Damien, rodeo, Copeland. Thomas, yes, you are absolutely correct. Rodeo, Copeland. Kathy Del Russo, Copeland. Everyone got this one. Julie, Copeland, rodeo. Rodeo, Copeland. Larry, congrats. You got it, Mom. Copeland, rodeo. And Steve Bandel put hoedown. So I want to almost give you, if we were doing this for points, I would give you an extra point. That is right. Copeland, rodeo, hoedown. Daphne Violensau, Copeland Rodeo, yes. Rebecca Rodman, Rodeo Copeland, congratulations, everyone. Michael Emery, call Copeland Rodeo. And Carolyn Coward, Rodeo by Copeland. That is correct. It's the What's for Dinner song, right? Or Beef, it's What's for Dinner. Classic piece of music. So I just heard from Cindy. You guys watch Deal or No Deal? This is like the scene where, I'm getting the call. So Cindy is giving me the results. So hold still. In sorted order. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, we have the results. So what we are going to do first, though, is before we read the results, we need to go through every question and I will share the correct answers. So that's what we're going to do right now. So Cindy, results are ready. Thank you so much, Cindy, for doing that. The correct answers. Here we go, everyone. So I could go back to the beginning. Question number, well, let me just read it rather than do all the banners again. Let me just read them down. This is 2. Let me put my scorecard in order since I printed them out, all the answers and questions. Question number 2, round 1 was, the first category was classical movie music. Which famous symphony is heard at the end of the 2010 film, The King's Speech, when King George VI is addressing the nation? Is it A, Mahler's Second Symphony, B, Beethoven's Seventh Symphony, or C, Mozart's Symphony Number 40? Correct answer is Beethoven's Seventh Symphony. What an epic scene that is at the very end of The King's Speech when you hear that famous second movement. It's just so moving. And Beethoven's Seventh Symphony holds a special place in my heart because I conducted the work on my first concert with OSM in October 2018. What a memorable experience that was. And thank you to all of the musicians who played that first concert. Just wonderful memories. Question number 3, Woody Allen's 1979 film Manhattan opens with this famous work by which American composer? Is it A, Quiet City by Copland, B, Divertimento by Bernstein, or C, Rhapsody in Blue by Gershwin? The correct answer is Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin. Another classic movie, just really as someone who grew up in New York. I didn't live in the city, but I spent many years going to the city and had the privilege of hearing the New York Philharmonic, the first orchestra I ever heard live. Rhapsody in Blue, of course, is very close to my heart as well. And I would love to perform this work with OSM in the future. Question number 4. To which famous work does the famous pig Babe celebrate his success in the 1995 film Babe? Is it A, Saint-Saëns Organ Symphony, B, Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony, or C, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony? The correct answer is A, Saint-Saëns Organ Symphony. The last movement is specifically the famous C major chord of the organ when Babe is running. And I don't remember exactly what is happening in the movie, but it is a pretty epic scene.
Competition.
Oh, my wife Christine says
He won the sheep herding competition.
he won. He won the sheep herding competition. I didn't know that, so
We're watching it tonight.
I will have to watch it again to refresh my memory. Thank you for that. Question number 5: which John Williams score did not win an Oscar? Is it A, Superman, B, Star Wars, or C, Jaws? This was a tricky one for me, but the correct answer is A, Superman. I mean, that's an iconic score, and it's almost shocking that he didn't win the Oscar for Superman. Again, Star Wars is my favorite score of his, and Jaws is really a wonderful score as well. So the next category is famous conductors and composers. This is still round number 1, everyone. Question number 6. In addition to composing, this person served as the music director of the Vienna State Opera from 1897 to 1907 and the New York Philharmonic from 1908 to 1909. Is it A, Tchaikovsky, B, Mahler, or C, Dvorak? Correct answer is B, Mahler. Mahler was known primarily during that time as a conductor. He was one of the most famous conductors in the world and really modernized what we know as conducting today. He was, as many of the musicians know, he is very detailed in his markings with the different parts he writes out. Only a conductor could do that, be that obsessive compulsive. So it is Mahler. Question number 7. Cindy. Baram, is that it? Baram you. That's the sheep be true.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, that is funny. I have to watch that tonight.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch that with a drink tonight. Thanks, Cindy. Question number 7. The famous conductor-composer Richard Strauss published a list in 1922 titled The Golden Rules, the 10 Golden Rules of Conducting for Young Conductors. Which one of these rules is not on the list? Is it A, never wear any sort of jewelry when conducting. It will only serve to distract the musicians. B, don't perspire while conducting. Only the audiences should get warm. Or C, never look encouragingly at the brass except with a quick glance to give an important cue. I mean, honestly, all of these answers could be the correct answer, but Strauss did not include A, never wear any sort of jewelry when conducting. It will only serve as a distraction to the musicians. Even though that rule is not on his golden list, I do not believe in wearing jewelry as a conductor. I've seen too many horror stories where a conductor will have a watch on, the watch will fly off and hit one of the fiddles, and it will leave a dent or possibly injure the player. So let's not, as a conductor, I've always said no necklaces, no watches, because it becomes a distraction, especially if they're concert hall lighting. It could be a bit blinding to some of the musicians from the reflection. So I never like to wear a watch. Oh, Carolyn, true story. Last time I played Saint-Saëns, the organist turned off the organ during the third movement. Are you kidding me? Cue the organ and nothing. Oh, I wish you had a recording of that, Carolyn. I'd love to hear it. And Elizabeth, I just checked the ending. I never noticed it was Saint-Saëns. I like it when the little mice sing Carmen. Yes, yes. You should check it out. It's a pretty, like I said, an epic moment in the piece. So let's finish off round 1. Question number 8. The composers Adam Schoenberg, Osvaldo Golihov, and Jennifer Higdon are part of this well-known group of contemporary classical music composers. Is it A, the Atlanta School of Composers, B, the Mighty Five, or C, the American Five? The correct answer is A, the Atlanta School of Composers. This group of composers was made famous by Bob Spano, who was the music director of the Atlanta Symphony. And over the years, the Atlanta Symphony have recorded these works by these composers, and they become known as the Atlanta School of Composers. Question number 9 was a visual question. This composer-conductor tragically passed away from gangrene due to a conducting accident. Is it A, Rameau, B, Handel, or C, Lully? The correct answer is C, Lully. And back then, conductors would use, or I don't want to call them conductors, it was a musician from the orchestra, usually the first violinist or concertmaster, would use a heavy 6-foot-long staff to keep time by pounding on the floor. And this comes, of course, from the ballet tradition. So what happened was Lully was pounding this heavy staff into the ground, and then he accidentally stabbed his foot. The staff, the 6-foot-long heavy staff, went directly through his foot, is what scholars say. And eventually, Lully had an infection, and he died in 1687. Just tragic, really tragic. So thank God now we have conductor batons that we use. And it was actually Mendelssohn was the first to really modernize, the composer Mendelssohn, Felix Mendelssohn, was the first to modernize the baton as a conducting device to keep time. Just an interesting piece of trivia. So that was round 1, everyone. I don't know if there were any shocking answers for you. I'd be curious to hear which ones you thought were trickiest, which ones surprised you, but let's keep going with round number 2. This is question number 2, classical and beyond. The San Francisco Symphony and London Symphony performed with and recorded a 1999 album with this rock band. Is it A, Radiohead, B, The Who, or C, Metallica? The correct answer is C, Metallica. And just so you know, The Who did go on tour with an orchestra. That must have been back in the 70s, I'm assuming. Off the top of my head, I actually do not know. But Metallica did record with the San Francisco Symphony and London Symphony. They did a wonderful, wonderful work. Oh no, Kathy, it was all tricky. Well, that's good. We want it to be tricky. We don't want it to be too easy, but hopefully it didn't. It wasn't to the point where you had no idea what the correct answer would have been. So I like to mix it up a lot. Question number 3. Indian sitar player and composer Anushka Shankar is the daughter of Ravi Shankar. Her half-sister is A, Nora Jones, B, Alanis Morissette, or C, Diana Krall. The correct answer is A, Nora Jones, a wonderful singer. Anushka Shankar, I had the pleasure of working with 2 years ago with Pacific Symphony. We did her father's Sitar Concerto number 3, I believe it was. And what an amazing musician. And we actually got the opportunity to tour, to play at Carnegie Hall with Anushka. And we made our debut at Carnegie Hall with Pacific Symphony and Anushka. What a concert that was. And I would love to bring Anushka Shankar to Santa Monica and perform her father's sitar concertos with the orchestra. Very nice, Michael. Very nice pun. I would expect nothing less from our wonderful concert master, Michael Emery. Bravo. Oh, my wife. Yes, excellent pun. Oh, that's a very cute picture. That's our dog, by the way. Bernie, when he was a puppy. He looks very young. Now he's very shaggy, and he's still very cute, but he's much more shaggy and a little bit bigger. Okay, back to work. Question number 4 was an audio question. Jazz guitarist Pat Metheny recorded this famous work heard here by which of these composers? Is it A, Philip Glass, B, Steve Reich, or C, Terry Riley? Correct answer is B, Steve Reich. So Steve Reich has this, he's a minimalist composer just like the other two, except that I believe the way he uses harmony is gorgeously, it's gorgeous and quite beautiful. So Steve Reich, one of my favorite composers, and that is a piece called Electric Counterpoint. It's in 3 movements. I urge you to check it out. It's a fantastic work. Question number 5. Which well-known musical was a reworking of Puccini's Madame Butterfly? A, Rent, B, Wicked, or C, Miss Saigon? The correct answer is C, Miss Saigon. Some of you may have thought Bohème, but Puccini's Bohème is connected with Rent, and Saigon is connected with Butterfly. So that was a little tricky. It was done on purpose that way. So the next category was classical canon. 2020 is the 250th anniversary of the birth of which of these composers? Is it A, Brahms, B, Beethoven, or C, Mendelssohn? The correct answer is B, Beethoven. And I'm sure you know every orchestra in existence pretty much this past year performed the Beethoven works, his symphonies, his overtures. OSM was going to be performing his Beethoven Symphony number 2 just last week. And we're hoping to perform that symphony for all of you next season. Question number 7. According to a 2018 survey of the most frequently composed composers, which composer did not appear on this list? Is it A, Rachmaninoff, B, Bernstein, or C, Mozart? The correct answer is A, Rachmaninoff. I think many of you probably chose Bernstein, which is what I would have chose. But 2018 was a Bernstein. Was it the? It was an anniversary year for Bernstein, and that is why there was a lot of Bernstein being performed in 2018. Orchestras all over were performing the works by Bernstein. So Rachmaninoff is the correct answer. Question number 8. The great conductor Leonard Bernstein passed away in 1990, and he conducted this work at the Tanglewood Music Festival right before his death. Is it A, Mahler's Second Symphony, B, Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring, or C, Beethoven's Seventh Symphony? The correct answer is C, Beethoven's Seventh Symphony. Bernstein was ill. He had cancer. I think it was of the throat. And when he came out, supposedly he could barely stand. He had to be aided and helped out to the podium. And it was, I believe the performance is available on, parts are on YouTube, or it's available on video. It was recorded. I know there's a DVD, but it is just so inspiring and inspirational. It's such an inspirational performance to see Bernstein in that condition give it his all in Beethoven's Seventh Symphony. So what an amazing work. So question number 9 is an audio question. The music you are about to hear is from which planet of Gustav Holst's suite, The Planets? A, Mars, B, Jupiter, or C, Neptune? Let me play that for you. The correct answer is B, Jupiter. So, I mean, what an iconic melody that is. Really fantastic music making. But yeah, just such a moving work. And number 10 was the bonus question. Joseph Haydn composed 104 symphonies during his lifetime, including his famous London symphonies, which consist of symphonies 93 through 104. What are the nicknames of the London symphonies? This was worth 2 points. Is it A, Surprise, Military, Clock, Sunrise, London, Miracle? B, London, Tower, Military, Surprise, Clock, Hunt? Or C, Clock, Surprise, Drumroll, London, Military, Miracle? The correct answer is C, Clock, Surprise, Drumroll, London, Military, and Miracle. Another tricky question, I would say, but the Haydn symphonies are masterpieces, and I would actually, I would really love to do some of these works with OSM in the future. They're great. They're great for the strings in particular. Really great technical challenges and wonderful musical challenges as well. So let us read the results now, our correct answers for our trivia. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our first trivia night once again. So Cindy has tabulated all of the final scores, and I'm going to announce the winners right now. Here we go, everyone. So in first place, with a grand total of 16 points, or actually, I'm going to go the other way. I decided I'm going to go from bottom to top. So I'm going to read the top 5. We have 5 winners. In 5th place with a grand total of 12 points is Emerini, Michael, and Stephanie. Congratulations. And actually there's a 3-way tie with 12 points. So I guess we could say this is a tie for 3rd place. With a grand total of 12 points is also Outrageously Sad Monkey, OSM, very creative. And also in 3rd place, a 3-way tie for 3rd with 12 points is Larry K. That is Larry Cohorn. Congratulations, Larry. Okay, and 2nd prize with a grand total of 13 points is the Robertson family. And I hope you are all well. The Robertson family from Evansville, you are joining us. I think you might be the only out-of-state group of people playing with us right now. So thank you for joining us. Oh, and Michael and Stephanie are in New York right now. So we have New York, Indiana, and California. And Becky actually is in Washington. So we do have a few numbers, a few people from out of state. So that's great. And question number, for our first prize winner with a grand total of 16 points is Hayden Hiding in the Hills. Who is that, by the way? I want to know who came up with that creative name. So with a grand total of 16 points, once again, our first prize winner is Hayden Hiding in the Hills. Congratulations. And Cindy, or if you're in the chat, whoever is Hayden, can we hear from you? Because you are our first prize winner, and the first prize winner receives a prize. And the prize is a $25 Amazon e-gift card. Congratulations to our first prize winner, Hayden Hiding in the Hills. Oh, is that Daphne? Daphne is the winner. Congratulations, Daphne. Really impressive work. Very impressive. You should be proud. Let's give a round of applause to Daphne. Great score for the Robertsons. That is absolutely correct. Way to go, third prize winners. Elizabeth, thank you again for joining us, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Caroline asks, I should keep calling you Caroline. Caroline, can we do Saturn, Uranus, Neptune with OSM? Need a chorus for Neptune, though. You know, Caroline, I've done this work with PSYO, my youth orchestra, and when we did it, some people are purists, but we actually did it with a keyboard playing the choral part, which I know isn't the greatest, but it was in tune. And all of us as musicians know the choral writing in the planets and that last movement of Neptune's, it's notoriously difficult to get in tune with a chorus of 100 people. So the keyboard solved that issue, but I have to admit it wasn't the same as having 100 real life people with us. But I would love to do the planets one of these days with OSM if we can find a big enough space to perform it. Great. Thank you all so much. I love that. Yeah. Team Outrageously Sad Monkey, acronym OSM. So Daphne, as Cindy mentioned, we're going to send you your Amazon e-gift card soon. Everyone, I hope you had fun tonight. Who came in second place? Oh, Carolyn, nice. Second place was the Robertson family. That's Elizabeth Robertson, who is the principal oboe of the Evansville Philharmonic in Indiana. So she came in second place. Congratulations again. And I hope you enjoyed this. Would you want to do this? This is for the chat. If you would like to do this again in the future, clap, thumbs up, just so I know, because I had a lot of fun putting this together. Once again, I want to thank Julie, our tech guru, for putting all of this together. Cindy, thank you so much. Helen, you guys are all rock stars. It's such a joy to work with you. And I really enjoy doing trivia. One day we'll do it again in person, I'm sure. But for now, virtual trivia, I think, is the way to go. And hopefully we can do this again, maybe in a few weeks. And it really was fun for me. And as we said, we have our winner, Daphne Sow. And just so everyone knows, Daphne is a violinist in the orchestra. She plays in the first violin section. And congratulations again, Daphne. So everyone, I know we're at the hour 15-minute mark. I appreciate all of those of you who joined us tonight. Thank you for staying with us. I hope you had a drink, maybe two. I'm still nursing my bourbon over here, but I miss you. I miss all of you. Big virtual hug to everyone, and I will see all of you virtually, I'm sure, in a few weeks, and hopefully we can do another happy hour with our patrons and our audience members. Today we had a wonderful half-hour happy hour with our musicians. There were about 20 of us. Thank you again for joining to the OSM musicians. And I would love to do this again, like I said, with everyone. And maybe we could do a patron, audience, musician Zoom hangout before. So again, I will see everyone soon. Actually, just for fun, we still have 18 people we didn't get to one of the drop the needles. So I know this is a maybe a bit random, but I'd love to do my last drop the needle if you guys would like to participate. So let me do this one because I don't know how many of you will get this, but I'm curious to put your knowledge to the test. Here we go. Good closing music. Anyone know what piece that is? Because we're going out with a bang. One more time. Who can tell me what that is? All right, Elizabeth, Nutcracker Overture. That is correct. It is the overture. Let's see. Cindy, Trepak. There's a separate one for that jazzed up. It isn't the Trepak, but it is the Nutcracker Overture by Duke Ellington. So it's the Ellington version of the Nutcracker with for orchestra with big band. Damian Montano, Nutcracker. Larry Cohorn, Nutcracker, but did anyone say Ellington? That is the thing. I didn't see Ellington. Steve Vandell, Trepak. It close, but no cigar. Kathy, the Nutcracker, yes. Nutcracker Suite by Ellington. And Michael Emery, that is right, the Nutcracker. So one of these days, we're doing it with Evansville Philharmonic. We're going to do the jazzed up Nutcracker by Ellington, one of my favorite works. And hopefully we could do it with OSM as well if we ever schedule a holiday concert, which I would love to do in the future. So I wanted to close out the night by playing some music that is very close to my heart and music that I adore. I will see everyone soon. Have a wonderful night. Thank you again to our board, our supporters, our musicians. I miss all of you, and I will see you soon. Thanks again, everyone. And congratulations, Daphne. So long to all of our winners and all of our players. Thank you again.